Right, okay, so Pilates power using small weights, feet together, and then we're going to turn our toes out to the corners of the room, and then we bring our heels to meet them. So you've got a nice natural position in your feet, which lines up through the knees, the hips, and the shoulders. Roll the shoulders back, lengthen through, crown of the head up to the ceiling. Then we're going to tilt the pelvis and just forward and back. Good, so just come forward and back. Excellent. And that's just mobilizing the lower back. Go side to side, so lift the heel. Good stuff, lift up. Brilliant. We want to keep the shoulders level. Fantastic. And then do a nice big circle all the way around, just mobilizing the pelvis for us. Good stuff. And then we're going to go back round the other way. Now we're going to go back to that tilting of the pelvis, backwards and forwards, and find that middle point in the middle. So if you think about point A being at the front, point C being at the back, and come into the middle to your point B, so you just got a natural curve in your lower back. Engage the pelvic floor and squeeze the belly button in towards the back, and then focus on breathing into the rib cage, breathing in through the nose, and roll the shoulders. As you breathe out through the mouth. Good, inhale again. Good, exhale. So it's a continuous cycle of air coming in through the nose and coming out through the mouth. Good job. Now bringing in the arms, so big circle with the arms. Exhale at the top and then inhale at the bottom. Good stuff. So we want to ground our feet. Think about keeping that connection in the core, pelvic floor and belt muscle. Then breathing out at the top, back as far as you can manage. So we're really opening up the shoulders. Really nice. And if you have got any tension in the neck and you want to just carry on with a shoulder roll, that's absolutely fine. Now changing direction, so we're coming back the other way. Take an inhale, reach all the way up behind you, and then exhale over at the top. So inhale at the bottom, and then exhale at the top. Nice. Now stop with the arms in front this time. We're going to breathe out and extend the arms. Breathe in and come back. Good. Exhale, extend the arms and come back. Good. Now if you can, you're going to add a balance. So we're going to do lots of balancing today. Good. So just lift that foot, have the knee in front of the hip, and then if you want to, you can extend that leg as well. So you start to feel a little bit of movement in the leg. Okay, if you find balancing tricky, then just have the foot down, that's fine. Especially if you're on a carpet. It's not as easy to balance on a carpet, so see how you go. Good stuff. Now we're going to take the leg in the opposite direction, mimicking some of the work we're going to be doing with the weight. So out breath, extend. In breath, come back. Exhale, take the arms out, legs out, good. And then forward again. Now we're going to change legs, so just keep the arms going, extending the arms, good, and then add that side movement with the leg as well, taking the leg away from the body, come back, good, and forward again. So just feel a little bit of a squeeze between the shoulder blades. Use your pelvic floor to help you stay balanced. Good, forward again. One more time with the leg out. Now just take the leg out, step, and go side to side. So just a little movement side to side. Good stuff. Slowly. Okay, so we're going to challenge your balance a little bit more again by bringing the heels under the hips. We're going to inhale, come up onto the balls of the hips. Exhale at the top and then sweep the arms down and bring them out to the side. Take right arm to left arm. Good stuff, left to right, and then forward and back. Forward, open, forward, open from the top. So inhale, come up, come all the way up, toes, that's it, and then sweep down. And when you do that sweep down, try and keep your head up, so it's right to left, left to right, good, forward and backwards. So we're just going to bring some strength into the body and use our core. Good stuff all the way through. Keeping that neutral position, whether we're standing, whether we're sitting, or whether we're lying down. Good. Forward and back with the arms. Forward and back. Forward and back. So we'll do that one more time. So inhale up. Good. Exhale, heels come down. We sweep the arms, keep the head up. Open out the arms. Take right to left. Come over. Other side. Good. Forward and back. Fantastic. Okay, now just pedal through your feet. Pedal. Good, so just get the ankles moving for us nicely. 4, 3, a little bit of neck mobility as well. So take the eyes over to the right, then come back. Let the shoulders relax. Take over to the left, and then come back. Good. Eyes look up. Excellent. And then chin comes down to the chest. Really nice. So we're going to go through that sequence again. Just bring in some blood flow into the vertebra of the neck. Good stuff. Fantastic. Now take the chin down to the chest. Drop it down. And then eyes look up to the ceiling. Really nice. Then take the eyes to the right. Just roll your chin across. And then come back to the other side again. So we're going to just do that one more time. Right side, take it over to the left. And then left to right. Really nice. Now reach your right arm up and over the side of the head. Good stuff. And then over to the other side, lift over. Really nice. Now you're going to bring the arms up, reach them up, and then bring yourself down into a cat stretch with the hands just above the knees, and then push back the other way. So tuck under. Good. So this is the first time I'm going to mobilize the spine. I'm going to bring this back a wee bit. Good. Now roll yourself up. Come all the way up and feel each vertebra stack one above the other. So it's really segment by segment. Shoulders are back down. Let's do that from the top. So right arm reaches over. Good. Left arm comes over. Nice. And then reach both arms up. Now, if you're okay in your back, you can go a little bit further back. Otherwise, just reaching up to the ceiling. And then hands just above the knees, into cat stretch, into cow stretch. Good, and then back up into cow stretch again. Fantastic. Now slowly rebuild the spine, vertebra by vertebra, up and up. Good stuff. Roll the shoulders, and then just pedal through the feet again. So we're going to start with some standing work. If you've got little weights, bring them in. If you didn't want to work with weights, you could just do this without. So we're going to start with a posterior press to work the backs of the shoulders. So you're literally starting with the arms, just squeezing them back. You're keeping the chest lifted and thinking about keeping your pelvic floor switched on and in that neutral spine. Now we're going to add in legs. So you're going to extend the right leg behind. So you squeeze and switch. Good stuff. So we're working a little bit faster. Good. 1. So it's just squeezing the glutes. So if you were struggling in your upper body and you wanted to just use the arms, that's fine. But you've got the glute activation in the posterior chain. Nice. So keep that going. Fantastic. Lift. Good stuff. Okay, team. Hold it here. Just pedal through the feet. So you just push back down on the heel. Lift yourself up onto the ball of the foot on the other side. Okay, so we're going to do that again, but we're going to add a balance. So firstly, get the balance. So you're going to lift your right leg and hold that in front of you. Okay, fabulous. Now squeeze the arms back. So it's back and in. Good. So this could be just your body weight if you wanted to. See if you can hold on to that. Now, if you really struggle with balance and you need to have that toe just hovered on the floor, that's absolutely fine. Now, bring the arms up and I'm going to get you to open out. Good. So this is table waiter and this is great for your upper back posture. So you'll start to feel the leg that you're standing on beginning to struggle a little bit. Fantastic. So if we can go for 4 more. 4. If you need to put the leg down, that's fine. And I'm going to. Excellent. Okay, now guys, bring the arms down, roll the shoulders. Fantastic. Do another shoulder roll. So really good to work the upper back, good for posture. We're going to come up into the other balance. So the other leg is in front, supporting knees soft on the other side. And when you're ready, you're squeezing back with the arms. So you're getting leg strength and we're working the back of our shoulders and upper back. A little wobble there from me. Anybody else? Squeeze back. Good stuff. Okay, now bring the arms up and you keep the elbows glued to the sides. That's it, nice. And you're just opening and shutting. You should feel the backs of your arms. When you start to feel like your leg is going on the balancing side, you can place it down. Just 4 more like this. 4. 3. If you want to rest with the feet, make sure your feet are here. And then we're going to take it into our pedal. Great. Good. Okay. Now just one weight for this, or you just hold the other weight in the hand. You're going to take the arm up on the diagonal and take the other leg out. So it's squeeze, out and back. Good. Lift. So again, strength in the leg. The moving leg, you're getting the work in the outside of the leg. But then you're also getting the work into your balancing side. Excellent. And so if the weights are too heavy, you just take them away and you use your arm instead. Good. Ready to switch sides? Here we go. Lift over. Up, back, and down. Good. So outer thigh, and then working into the shoulders and the arms as well. Try and think about getting a diagonal line from the weight down to the foot. Keep going, squeeze. Let me know how your outer thighs feel at the end of this. Good. 2 more, team. 2 more. Great. 1 more. Excellent. Okay, hold. Pedal through the feet. Just release through the ankles. Woo. Are we good? Can we do 1 more set of those diagonal ones? Here we go. So lift out and back. Now, if you can, try and do this without placing the foot on the floor as you bring it down. So try and keep that balance. Oh, lots of power going on here. Really good. We've got 4 more. 4. Good. So by the end of this, your legs will feel powerful. Your core will have worked. Good. Excellent. 1 more. We're going to go straight into the other side. So here we go. Squeeze out and back. Have you got one side that feels easier to do than the other. Good stuff. Who is managing to do this in 100% balance? Good. Even if you don't use the upper body, you're using the outer thigh. Here we go. Keep going. Nearly there. Ooh. Brilliant. Nice work. Two more. Keep going. Ooh, yes. Last one. Excellent, guys. Okay, now just pop your weights on the floor for the moment. Take the hands onto the thighs, just like we did at the beginning. We're going to cat stretch and cow stretch. So you're going to slowly tuck up and then push back. Good. Tuck under and push back. Brilliant. Keep this coming. Big squeeze and push. Then we're going to slowly roll back up to the top, so each vertebra comes up one at a time. Nice. Roll the shoulders back. We're going to take it down onto our mat next. So just come down onto your mat. I'm going to come face to you so you can see what I'm doing. And you can do this with or without the weights. So if you want to keep onto the power, hold on to your weights. If you want to use this more as a mobility exercise, you could do that. So take the weight into your right arm, right hand. Other hand is under the shoulder, knees are hip distance, and we're threading the needle. So we are taking that weight through the arm, coming back and lifting. So it's quite dynamic, but you can use it and slow it down for mobility if you prefer. So when you come back, try and keep the shoulders square to the floor and bring your weight in towards the underarm. Good, so take it through and then come back up. Fabulous. Stay with me for two more on this side. Brilliant. And then take the weight down, switch it through, so take it through and then bring it back up. Good stuff. So taking a nice mobilizing movement for the back. Let me see how you're getting on. Hopefully all good. So taking it through, that's it. And try and get your eyes to just watch through. That's it. Nice. And then finish here. So we're going to sit back into our child's pose. So just let the head rest down onto the floor and relax your arms forward. And again, the next exercise, I'm using the weights, but you can take this without if you need to. So onto all fours, you just need one of your weights, and you're going to be switching that from one side to the other. So shoulders are back, find your neutral position. So just do a little pelvic tilt, come back into the middle of the positions, and then pull your belly button in towards your back, keeping your elbow soft on the supporting side, weight into the right hand. So you're going to extend the arm forward with the leg behind and then bring it back. Extend again, and then we switch to do the other side. So again, you could do this without the weight. Brilliant. And you would still get that core challenge. So I'm doing 2 repetitions and keeping my body square to the floor. And my eyes are looking down at the mat, but I'm not letting my head drop down. So it's thinking about keeping a safe position for the neck, especially if you struggle there. Shoulders are back. So you're switching after 2 repetitions, opposite arm, opposite foot. Now with the leg, try not to lift it too high. So you'll get glute activation, that's your bottom, but you don't want to be lifting it and coming out of your neutral. Good stuff. Fabulous. Okay team, do it again. Almost there. Now anytime you need to rest, That's absolutely fine. Just have a little movement, have a little rest, have a little stretch. Good, one more. Excellent. So we're just going to rest that weight down, come back into that child's pose. Good. So we've just done 2 exercises where we are placing our body weight through our wrists. So let's just come up onto the knees, do a little bit of rotation. So this is just clasping the hands together and rolling them, and then come back the other direction. And this just allows you to get some blood flow back in, and then you can just flex, point and roll the wrists. Good, brilliant. Now we're going to flip ourselves over. I'm just going to bring my towel onto my mat and come onto our back. So you're going to use your weights, but again, if you want to go without today, you could still get a good workout without them. Brilliant. Laying back down, and our feet are hip distance on the mat. So we're going to find our neutral spine laying down as we would normally. Tuck under and push away, and then come into that middle position where you have got a neutral spine. This is a small flow in your lower back, and then hold onto your weights. You're going to bring them up above the shoulders, or you just take your hands above the shoulders. So engage your belt muscle, navel to spine. Lift the legs one at a time, knees over hips and feet in line. We're going to do a little bit of switching around. So you're going to extend the right arm and the right leg, and then switch. Good. So for now, we're working the same side of the body, taking the same arm as leg. Now, if you find this too strong today, you could keep the leg bent and tap the toe down. Good stuff. So this is an option if you need it, scissor tap. Otherwise, extending the same arm, same leg. Good. 2 more. Now, anytime you need to take a rest here, it's fine. Now we're going to take opposite arm and opposite legs. So it's right leg, left arm. So now we're working across the body. The core is activated to stop the back lifting off the floor. And you imagine this small pea in the hollow of that back. A little cooked pea. You don't want to squish it, and you don't want to roll it away. And remember, you've got the option of the legs to change if you want to. Good stuff. 2 more. Now, stay with that if you prefer, or here comes more power. So lock the weights together, stay with a single leg, but the double arms. Now you'll suddenly start to feel that a little bit more heavy in the midsection. So out breath, in breath. Good. Now remember to stop your knee above the hip and keep the foot up in line with the knee. So if you have a look, I've got 90 degrees at the finish. And that means that my core is always under tension. If I let my knees come in too close, I'm more likely to be pushing my back into the floor. And if I let my heels drop down to my bottom, I'm not keeping that weight challenge in the core. Great job. Now if you can do 2 more with me, stay with it. It's quite a lot of reps. It's working for a long time under tension. So this is the power. All right, so hold it, take the weights down, bring your knees into the chest and hug the knees. Good stuff. And just do a little rock from side to side to release the back. Good. Fabulous. So shorter session but powerful. All right, arms up, back to neutral and back with the legs. We're going lateral lateral lift with the leg out to the side, back. Good, lateral drop. So you're going to alternate right leg then left leg. So right leg, weights are staying above the shoulders or your arms if you can. Brilliant. If you needed more stability, you could have your hands down. So out, breath out to the side, keep your leg at 90. Now there might well be imbalances in the body which cause one leg to be able to go further than the other. So you see how you get on. Brilliant. Stay with it. Out, breath out to the side. In, breath back to center. Now let's bring in some arms. So keep the legs going. Open out the arms in a chest fly. Fabulous. So you've got upper body and lower body, but the core is having to work with this multi-movement that's going on. Fantastic. So we want to keep neutral. Keep the shoulders down. Fantastic. Stay with it. Brilliant. Excellent. So 2 more. 1 more. Excellent, team. Okay, so feet down. Have a little rest. Good. Just take the legs side to side. And what we can do here as well is take the head to the opposite side. So it doesn't have to be fast, it can be slow, but you're just moving through the neck and the lower back. Well done. And then relax it here. All right. How are we doing so far? Are we still in one piece? All good. All right, so we are going to take it into scissor taps and we're going to work the backs of the arms. So take the hands above the shoulders again. And if you want to just do the lower body, that's absolutely fine. So bring the legs up, scissor tap down. Let's get the arms of the legs going first and then we'll add in the arms. Good, so keeping the legs at 90 degrees, tap down and use that core to stop that back lifting off the floor. Now without letting the elbows move, you bring the weights down towards the sides of the head to work the triceps. So you've got to not allow any movement through the upper arm. It's just the lower arm bending. So you bring the weights down by the ears, sides of the head, and that works the triceps. Good, let's keep this belt muscle switched on and enjoy that tension in the backs of the arms at the same time. Woo-hoo-hoo. Really good, team, keep going. Feel it? Feel it? Good. Keep coming. So it's lots of reps and lots of tension. Really good. Stay with it. Anytime you need to stop and rest, you can. We're going for 4 more. So 4. Good. I can feel the backs of my arms for sure, even with this lighter weight. 1 more, team, 1 more. Really nice, excellent. Okay, so let's take the weights down. Before we change position, we're going to take it into a stretch. So just bring your knees into the chest, get a nice back stretch. Good, and then take the knees over to the right side and hold on to the leg, stretch the arm the opposite way. So you just get a nice stretch in the back. Really good. Fabulous. Then come back to center. Brilliant. And just make sure you're square in the center again before you take the legs over to the other side. Hold on to the outside of the leg. Stretch the arms in this opposite direction. Nice. Brilliant, guys. All right. So we're going to come onto our side now, and again, if you find this anywhere near too challenging, absolutely fine to just do this with your body weight. So we're going into a side plank, So elbows are underneath, okay, our shoulder. And then stack the hips. If you need to modify and you prefer to just lay down on your side and do some lower work, that's fine. If you're used to my Pilates and you need to do something different, that's absolutely fine. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm taking you into a side plank. I've got my bottom knee down. Just take my towel away because everything's a bit dark going on here. Okay, so I've got my bottom knee down, but if you wanted to, you could go for straight legs. You're going to take the arm, okay, and bring it over the top. So you're going to take it over and back. Good. Over the side and back. Now I want you to think about your neck position here. So don't let the ear fall down to the shoulder. Or likewise, you don't want the top ear to come into the top shoulder. So we're lengthening through the neck. Good. Over the top and back. Absolutely fine to do this without the weight. Good stuff. Take it over and up. So you're working through the sides of the body. Shoulders as well. 2 more. Anytime my repetitions are too much for you, you stop first, that's fine. Excellent. Now just come up. Take that arm that you've been using to support the weight and bring it across the body. Good stuff. All right, and we're going to lay down on our side. Now you can either prop yourself up onto the elbow like this, or you can lay down, or even have a cushion with your hand in front if you struggle with your neck. So a cushion, a yoga block, or anything that you can pop underneath your head with your arm forward just puts your neck in a better alignment, okay? But if you're okay to be here, you're going to take this weight and rest it on the top leg. The bottom leg is bent backwards, okay, but you've got the hip stacked. Lovely? Okay, rib cage stacked. All right, so we're going to lift the leg. All right, so lift up, and down. So you're using your hand to hold on to that weight, but that weight is on the outside of the leg, which is adding resistance to you already working against gravity. So we're lifting up and lowering down. Fabulous. Keep that coming. Nice. So I've got my foot flexed. My toe stays forward. Great. Keep that coming. Lift it up, 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 down and down. Really good. So you start to feel that tension coming in. Now hold here and pulse. Good, little pulses. Brilliant. Keep that foot flexed. Lift. Good, nice work. 8 more. 8, 7, 6. I can feel that now. Can you feel that? Yes, yes, yes. Right where we want it. Okay, release. Whew. Good team, good team. All right, let's flip ourselves over. So we start with that side plank. So again, bottom leg can be bent back. You can come up into the side plank. Your weight goes into the top arm. So just double check that you've got a good alignment. Your bottom elbow up to the shoulder with the top shoulder stacked above. And then arm comes over. So over the top and back to the hip. Good, lift, over, back, hold, keep control. So you want to be resisting as that goes over the head. Well done. Keep coming. So try and keep that neck lengthened. Remember, don't lift the ear into the shoulder, and don't let the other ear drop down to the shoulder. We've got 2 more. Keeping that belly button pulling in. One more. Well done. Now come down onto the floor. Again, whether you prop yourself up onto the elbow, whether you lay down, have your hand on a cushion, or head on a cushion, not your hand, and then your top weight on top leg, using the hand to make sure it stays steady. Okay, now keep your hips stacked, ready to lift and lower. Here we go. Lift, up, down, and down. So just get that weight to go as far down as you can. My arms are really short, so it doesn't go that far down. But it's quite well balanced on my leg. Now keep your leg nice and straight. Flex your foot. Keep the toes forward, nice. And it's a straight line up, so we're not moving it forward or back. Well done. So lots of work around the glute section today. Working on those lovely glutes, outer thighs. 2 more like this. Nice work. Now we're gonna hold. Ready? Hold. Now pulse it. Here we go. Lift, lift. And this is where we've got a little bit of occlusion training. This is where we trap the blood in the muscle, and there's an oxygen debt. So the muscle is really starting to fatigue quite quickly. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Whew. So you might want to bring that forward, give it a little bit of a tap. And we're going to finish in sitting position. Okay, so before we do our exercise, I'll come forward so you can see. Before we do our exercise, take this right foot over the left leg. Now that left leg can stay straight, or you can bend, and that will give you a deeper stretch in the glutes. And then you just hug the knee in towards the shoulder. Okay. Well done. Feel that, just where we've been working, right? Whew. Good, release it. So you're just gonna crisscross your legs over the other way. You can keep that leg straight. So if you've got any knee problems, keep it straight. Otherwise you can bend that leg, wrap the arms around the knee and hug it into the right shoulder. Good. Fabulous. All right, so we're going to take it into, I'm just going to turn my mat around a little bit more now, into a roll-up section. So, both weights, your weights are going to help you here. So have your legs either bent or straight, doesn't matter. Your arms are going to be here. You're going to bring the weights in, roll down, take the weights behind you, just behind the head. Now lift them up. Good. And use those weights to help you come up and then stretch to the top. Good. And then come back down, tuck under. Take the weights behind you. Now lift the head first. Bring the weights over the head so you can see them. Then bring chin to chest. Roll up. And then stretch the arms up. Now this time we're going to go halfway back. You're going to hold, open out the arms, ooh, come back in, and then lift up. So let's alternate between those two now. So tuck under, do a full roll back, take the weights behind you. The head finishes last, then drop the weights to the floor, then come back so you can see the weights, lift the head, eyes looking at the weights, and then pushing the weights up. Good. Shoulders clicked then come halfway back, hold, open, close, and come up. Then roll all the way back. So slowly, each vertebra, down one at a time. Take the weights behind so you feel them touch the mat. Then come back up. Watch the weights as you come up, chin to chest, roll back up, lift the arms at the top. Good, and then come halfway back. Hold it, open out the arms. So again, you can do this without the weights. Absolutely fine. Good, one more each, slowly back. Good, take the arms behind you. Fantastic, slowly up. Push the weights to the top. Good, and then halfway back. Open the arms. And then up. Ooh, well done. Excellent. So just take those weights down. Brilliant. Come over onto all fours. I'm just going to straighten my mat up a little bit. So into your cat stretch again. And then into cow stretch. And that is your power session. Tuck under. Good, and push back. Fantastic. Now tuck the toes under, push the hips up and sit back so the heels are coming down, so you stretch all that posterior chain and the backs of the legs. Good, now soften the knees so you've got a little bit of a crouch position. Start to walk the hands back towards the feet. And we're slowly coming up. I want you to keep that core connection, navel to spine, and slowly rebuild each vertebra one at a time. Roll the shoulders back. Good. Now we're going to go back to that neck movement. So chin goes over the right shoulder. Come back over to the left shoulder. Take it up to the ceiling. Let the jaw just relax. And then come down. Good, now take the eyes over to the right side, roll the chin. Come back. One more time each. Excellent, last one. Good, now just finish with the shoulders rolling back. Try and spend the rest of your day with the shoulders back, not forward. Brilliant. Gang, thank you very much. That was your power session. Well done. Let me know how you get on.